Hello and welcome to MGP583. I'm Kev, and with me this week we have Anna and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
Hello.
I had a new intro last week, but Sheepdog's ruined it by not being here, and I also can't remember what it was. I think I went high. I think it's like, say hello, boys and girls. It was something like that, I think. I got giddy. Does that sound right? I like to get excited at the start of a podcast. I feel like it sets the tone for the rest of the podcast. If I'm really giddy and energetic and excited at the start, people might not notice that once the gaming discussion starts, I just turn off my microphone and don't get involved. They might not know. I'm hoping it stops them from noticing if I lead with excitement and fun.
Yeah.
I've not had any complaints. I think, let's face it, my main contributions to the talk about gaming over the year have been crunching ice cream cones and shoehorning in my favourites to win Game of the Year when it shouldn't be happening. So maybe it's best that I am just here as a handsome compere to introduce the experts. I'm Des Lynam introducing the former pro footballers who actually know what they're talking about. Yeah. As in, I couldn't use Gary Lineker because Gary Lineker was a footballer. So I went back one. Des Lynam, not a footballer, but did present Match of the Day. But no one expected him to be there as the football expert. He was just there to be the adorable nation's sweetheart who was the glue that held the show together. That's me. I'm the Des Lynam of gaming podcasts. That's what I'm rebranding as. I'm going to do my hair like him and grow a moustache.
That sounds right. Sounds about right. Fair enough.
Is it growing a moustache if I already have one, or is it shaving a beard? I don't know if you'd call it growing a moustache because I already have lip hair. Maybe I'd have to shave my beard. The thing is, I'm not allowed to touch my own face hair anymore after the incident. So I'll have to go and ask my Turkish friends to do it.
Wait,
so I need to get the terminology right. When I ended up looking like Jimmy Hill, I've been through all the Match of the Day presenters. I slipped. I went too low. There's when I went to Turin with Sheepdog last year, I was looking back through photos on my phone the other day. When I was in Turin, I basically had a goatee beard. There was a trip to Disneyland a couple of years ago where I basically just had a Triple H style chin strap kind of beard, but nothing on my cheeks.
Yeah.
I've had a number of incidents where I just get a little bit too carried away, so I'm not allowed to touch it anymore. Only my Turkish friends are, but I don't want them. I'm worried they won't know who Des Lynam is. I might have to take a photo of him. Is he still alive? Is this in poor taste? Is he still alive?
I don't think so. You can make me look this up.
It won't be the first time I've Googled Des Lynam. Des Lynam. It'll turn out that he quit Match of the Day when he was like 35, because back in the 90s, everyone looked older than they actually were. He is still alive and he's 82 years old. I did not know he was Irish.
Stop shouting.
Well, there you go. Des Lynam is Irish, or at least was born in Ireland. And he still has a moustache, or at least he did in 2005 when this picture of him on
2005, nearly 20 years ago.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't have a moustache anymore. I don't know. He probably does. Why would he get rid of his moustache?
Maybe he has a full-on beard now.
I'm looking at his personal life section on Wikipedia. There's no mention of him taking the moustache off. So I feel like that would come up because it's such an integral part of his brand.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically me. I am the Des Lynam of the podcast now. So I can't really remember what he used to do really, other than be adored by housewives, which I imagine I probably already am. I am the nation's sweetheart. That's my new niche.
To be fair, we before the podcast we were discussing the Wrapped on Spotify for the show this year. It was Housewives.
Was it?
Isn't it? Yeah, there you go. See, so.
Oh, there you go.
Proving us correct.
Yeah. Talking of housewives, you may have noticed, boys and girls, that Sheepdog is not here this week, but worry not. I have a piece prepared from him. Now I'll leave you, the dear listener, to decide whether he actually sent me this message or whether I just went onto ChatGPT, told them that Sheepdog wasn't here again, and asked them to just generate a bit for him to say at the start, and I'd read it out. But I'm going with he actually sent me this. So I'm just going to read my own notes from earlier, not reading ChatGPT at all. All right, so Sheepdog's not with us this week, but he didn't want to leave us without our usual dose of chaos from his life. He sent me this message earlier, and honestly, it's classic Sheepdog. Apparently, on Monday, he got into a row with the postman. Not your usual parcel left with a neighbour stuff, though. No, this was because the postman refused to hand him his mail until he moved what the guy called an aggressive-looking turkey off his driveway. Now, Sheepdog doesn't own a turkey, at least not that he's told us, but apparently one's taken up residence near his bins, and he's been feeding it leftovers. Instead of dealing with it like a normal person, Sheepdog decided to name it Clive and insists it's now his emotional support animal. The postman wasn't buying it, and Sheepdog ended up chasing the turkey halfway down the road in his slippers whilst shouting, "He's not aggressive, he's misunderstood." So yeah, he might not be here tonight, but rest assured, Sheepdog's life remains as ridiculous as ever. That was a genuine message that he sent me earlier today. I mean, as much as I enjoy how much ChatGPT has nailed Sheepdog there, because that is spot on, I am a little bit confused where it takes the twist that Sheepdog's chasing the turkey down the road. I mean, I feel like Sheepdog should stand his ground with the turkey and the postman should be chased down the road.
I feel like what has happened is the postman has chased the turkey down the road, or the turkey has taken offence at the postman. And now
so the turkey's chasing the postman and Sheepdog's chasing the turkey.
Yes,
okay.
I think so.
Yeah, I understand. That makes a lot of sense now. But yeah, apparently. And the ridiculous thing is, that is entirely believable. If he came on and told us that story, we'd be like, yeah, that sounds fairly standard. I'm impressed at how much ChatGPT seemingly knows about the message Sheepdog sent me earlier. I'm impressed how much he knows about his own life. But yeah. If I can find an AI voice that just sounds like an extra from EastEnders, we might not actually need him to be here from now on. We can just plug that in, get them to read it out in a Cockney accent and pretend he's here.
Can we just get an extra from EastEnders?
We probably could. Basically, the reason I want an AI rather than an extra from EastEnders is this whole "he can sue me if I keep calling him bald" thing. I don't think a machine can sue me, and I don't want to have to drop the bald jokes. So if I can just mock a machine, then I think I'm in the clear and I'm not likely to go to bald prison or whatever it is that the baldies are setting up for us. I've not paid a lot of attention to what he said, other than every time I send him a bald joke now, he's like, "You can't do that anymore. That's sexual harassment.
Is that what they
do? You can't do that anymore."
They send you to a bald prison and then they make you bald. They shave your head and they know you're one of them.
Yeah.
Know you're a bald.
I guess so. I don't know that I'd like that. I value my hair too much. That would be worse than actually going to prison if they shaved my head. If I went to prison, I'd need to have my hair products with me so that I could maintain my
You can get hair products. They sell you hair products.
Okay. Can I get my my powder and my hairsprays and whatnot, or do I have to just use like corner shop gel? Because I'm quite particular about the hair products I have. I don't want a big tub of green bubbly gel.
Yeah.
I haven't used that since
I was at school. Okay. Prison sounds great. I might go to prison.
It is. You just sit in a room with all your stuff. You don't really have to do it.
You're describing my life anyway. What, I can have my computer and a big pile of Lego?
You can have a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360, but you can have as many
I don't
books
want to have
as
to
you
play
want.
games.
You can have books.
No, okay.
You've got a whole library, and you can
I'm
just
Des
sit in the
Lynam.
room.
I don't need a football. I need to watch the football.
They give you a TV.
Okay.
A see-through TV and a see-through radio.
And what do you mean a see-through TV?
So you know how we've got a black bezel around stuff? There's this see-through, so they can't hide drugs in it. Same with the radio. The radio is see-through. So you know, like the controllers we got back.
How have you never given me that little snippet of information before?
I'm sure I've told you, just so you don't listen.
Why do we not have a see-through TV? That sounds incredible. They're living in the future.
Yeah, see-through TVs. So you can't, like, it's got an LED screen, but then all the black bits are see-through, so you can't hide drugs. Same with radio. Same with their.
What about their PlayStations? Do they have to have see-through PlayStation?
No, but
so you're allowed to hide drugs in a PlayStation, just not in a telly.
Yeah, I've thought of it that way, but I think they're put together in a certain, because they take all the.
I'd want a Nintendo Entertainment System that has the little drug slot in the front. I'll have one of those. Just my little drugs cabinet at the front of the machine. That would be ideal.
You have to buy them from a special place. You can't buy them like from Argos, you have to go through a special company.
Well, yeah,
that
you can't
takes out-
go and pick them up, can you? And you know what Argos are like with home delivery; it's very hit and miss. So yeah,
Yes.
I imagine you can still
Yeah.
use Amazon Prime though.
No, I don't know. It's a special shop that you'd have to order from.
Especially if they got drone delivery.
Amazon Prime is a special shop. It's the specialist of the shops.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's. I feel like I've filled 10 minutes of Des lining and line-numbing in there, and now you two can talk about games, and then I can go and watch some football. Oh goodness me, what have you? It better not be about video games.
I mean, you're gonna. I'm doing this.
Are you going to make me spend money? Because you've made me buy multiple games recently that I haven't even downloaded. Please stop it.
There's something I added you on Twitter on this evening about maybe an hour ago, maybe a bit more, and I didn't hear anything back.
Often.
And you're gonna be annoyed if I don't tell you about this.
Go on then.
Go on then. What? I thought you were looking at your phone. No, sorry.
Oh, I am looking at my phone.
Right, it's
there. No, don't mention this in front of Anna. Anna, just take your headphones off for a minute.
No.
It's not that bad. It's not silly. It's not silly kind of time. But if I didn't mention it to you, you would be cursing me like you cursed me the last time I did something like this.
Yeah, well, I still haven't had that physical copy of Balatro that you made me order.
I
go on to Shop2 and it says it's been
Fulfilled.
dispatched, but the tracking number doesn't work, and then they have to fill in a form, but you can't fill in the form on the website. You have to print out the form, handwrite it, and then post it to. It's absurd. I haven't got the time. They know full well they've put enough hoops in place.
Give me your order number and I'll do it for you. Goodness me.
Well, anyway,
but yeah,
we have been.
Tell us what I'm buying now.
Being very vague, but there are pre-orders up for the physical Balatro deck.
16 American dollars.
No, there's a European site you can go to.
Oh,
I think it's 18 euros.
I'm backing out. Where's this European one? The link you've sent me is in dollars.
Oh no, yeah. If you look on the link underneath, there's a second. If you look on the thread underneath that,
I see
initial
it. Yeah.
tweet, there's a European link.
I see it.
There is an actual physical deck for Balatro. Yep, it doesn't get shipped till March, but
that's fine.
It's be a nice surprise for
I've
you
had to
next
tick
year.
A box to say I understand my item may not ship until March 2025.
You may not get it ever.
Fine. Yeah. I know I'm not allowed nice Balatro things, but yeah, let's get this ordered.
Yeah, because I know full well if I'd have just shown it you in March,
I'd
cursing me.
have driven up there and we'd have had a conversation. We'd have had firm words exchanged.
To be fair, I could have just ordered one for you and sent it to you, but you know full well it wouldn't have got to you because your postman clearly likes Balatro more than you do.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Snatching all yours.
The man's a fiend.
Hmm.
Right, my shipping address is wrong. Hold on.
This is very complicated.
We already did that once. Didn't you, Kevin?
Yeah, but the postman brought my pants here. My pants got sent to the old house, but he brought them here.
Did he? Oh, well,
I had to thank him.
Yeah, he sounds like
he was all right taking my game, but 18 enormous pairs of underpants he didn't have any use for. He was like, I will take these to him. I have no requirement for these parachute things. But yeah, okay, I've ordered that. 23 euros with shipping, Pabby. So
yeah,
it better arrive because that's all my euros gone. That's my remaining euros that were left over from when we went to Disneyland in my Euro bank account.
I had euros left over.
That. Yeah, I've just used mine.
Where did I put my euros?
That was basically free because I used my leftover euros.
Still in my
wallet. In my Euro account.
Oh, of course, yes. Yes, because you have your Euro account and a regular account. I see. For when you.
I do still have some physical euros in my pocket, so if I do have one more Euro thing, I have to buy. I'll just have to pay by cash, which I assume you can do online. I paid a check-in on my phone the other day, so I imagine you could do the same with cash.
That's bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad.
I mean, it actually worked as well because when I've done it, it doesn't work.
Well, it didn't work the first time. We got a refund from our utility company at our old house. Guess how much our refund on our gas and electric was at our old house?
It's either stupidly high or ridiculously low within the pound.
I've got a photograph of it. I want to make sure I get the amount exactly correct. So it was a refund from Scottish Power. From those of you interested, boys and girls.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. I have the exact amount here. we got a refund as a check for 91 pence.
I mean, better in your pocket than theirs, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I tried to pay it into my bank. The first time I tried to pay it in, it was rejected because it was still attached to the letter, and it said you have to unattach it from the letter.
yeah.
I did that, and it did go in the second time. So yeah, 91 pence
I mean,
off of Scottish Power. In your face, Scottish Power.
It's one of them things that it's a very clever idea being able to just like you just pretty much take a photo of the check and it goes, yep, that's a check. I'm gonna take that.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
assume I
work
can
for
do
me.
the same thing with cash.
It doesn't work for me though. That I do it that many times. I do it for weeks on end. And
How many checks are you being sent? Who's sending you checks and why? That's the first check I've seen in 10 years.
I used to get a check off my granddad for Christmas or birthdays, but it never worked. It never worked. So I just ended up having to just go into a bank and take it in. It was it was a nuisance, especially when
my kids used to get checks off of my aunt and uncle for their birthdays, and it ended up causing a family row because it was brought up one Christmas why they'd sent a gift for like the last 5 years and the checks hadn't been cashed, and the answer was always because it was a fiver and I couldn't work out how to do it. They don't have bank accounts. You wrote checks for my 8-year-old kid who doesn't have a bank account. What on earth am I supposed to do with such a thing? So yeah, they would collect them up and they'd have this little pile of checks that never got used. Maybe now they're adults, they've got bank accounts, they can pay their checks in. But I think
yeah, they do. Yeah,
that's unfortunate. I'll ask for new ones now.
We reimbursed.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Anna,
Mm-hmm.
you have achieved something this week that took you all day to achieve, even though you said it wouldn't take you very long. How many times would you estimate I checked in on you yesterday and said, "Are you still doing that?" Must have been 4 or 5 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you achieving when I kept checking in on you?
The last mission of Dragon Age, the Veilguard.
You finished it, haven't you?
I did. I finished it yesterday.
You killed or saved the dragon. I don't know what the story is. You either killed it or saved it, presumably. The dragon situation has been resolved. Is probably the newspaper headline that they would use.
Age is Dragon Aging. I saved the Dragon Age.
Dragon's birthday has been achieved.
Yeah. It took me 96 hours altogether.
That seems Huh.
What? Seems a lot, does it?
I'm not even half of that. And that's what's worrying me, is that I was like, I'm not even half that.
You're probably not, and I've seen her doing this, you're probably not falling asleep with the controller in your hands and just leaving the game on the way Hannah does. So that is going to contribute to some of her time.
Even if you said...
The actual game time was, it says, it says 96 on my
on the console
the
itself,
save, but it's actually 92 played hours. So it took me 92 hours.
Then. I thought you were going to say like 70. I was like, okay, even that's a lot. But wow, okay.
Yeah, but I did. I got everyone to 3 stars. I did everyone's quest. I did all the little side quests, all the side quests that weren't to any of my characters. I did everything I could find.
That's the problem,
until I had to go to the Pebbled Swan or whatever it's called, the Speckled Hen. And
it says is like the pub in it or something. There's like a pub in Minrafis that you seem to go there for everything.
Yes,
it's the meeting place for everything. I've been there 4 or 5 times now.
Yeah. I had to go there, and it says this was yesterday morning about 9 a.m. and it's like, this is the last mission. Like, okay, I've had a sleep. Let's go. Got ready, just sat down. And I didn't turn that off until 8 p.m.
How?
It took
you must have stopped in
it's
bits
not
in between.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not one mission. I did eat at 2.
No, it's just one big event sort of thing.
It's an event, but it is multiple missions.
Yeah,
I had a break at 2, and I had some tuna and some crisps, and then I went back to it. It took forever. And no, I tell a lie. I started that quest at 12. At 9, I did every side quest side open. Everything that I couldn't do at level 42, I did at level 50. So just keep that.
Wait. Level 42? What do you mean by that?
I couldn't do it at level 42. So I left and went back to it at level 50 and did what I needed to do in certain places.
Yeah, but problem is here, Anna, is a question for you. I'm level 42 now. And I'm 40 hours in.
Okay.
What did you do for another effectively 50 hours?
I don't know, Pab.
Get out, Pabby.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm like thinking.
Wait, I'm just telling you that's how long I played. I didn't fall asleep the way Kevin keeps going on. I never. No, that's just wrong. It took me that's how long it took me. I like to walk around. I like to have a look at things. I like to just go around and break boxes. Breaking boxes, it's therapy. I love doing that. I love going to find all the boxes and just roll through them. Or dogs. I like to go to find dogs and pet them and pet cats. I like to do all that. I like to go and look at the scenery. I like to just have a look around. Like go over there and then go where I'm supposed to go. You know, I do everything that an RPG person does. I don't go straight for the main quest. I don't care about that. I want to do this. I want to do all this. And that's how I did it. And that's how I finished it. And I'm very happy with it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The last mission was too easy. But I'm not
too easy.
It just felt a bit like there was a fight in the earlier game, like halfway through, like the place that begins with a W, Windhelm.
Why so?
That was a hard battle. The end battle, it was
Is 50 like the level cap? I assume
yes,
it probably
50
is somewhere.
That's it. 50 is as far as you can go. So I got to that, and then I just carried on and did the thing and finished it. And I'm sad that I finished it, but it does leave it open, especially if you
For what?
Open for another game.
For a sequel? Because there's no DLC for this, is there?
No, but that like Inquisition, that left it open for this game. So there's always like a way in, but like if you have to have played all of them to understand. But there is something that you do that when you talk to it doesn't have a name, and I went and had a look what that name was because I was like, well, who is this? And they're like, we will come or something. I'm like, excuse me? Like, I know we're near the end of the game. When are you coming? Who are you coming? Why are you coming? So it's left it open for that. And I just need that for 10 years.
Thing, though. It's going to be, say, you have to keep that in your head now for 10 years now because I just don't know. I don't even know how well it's sold, this game. But I think there's a potential it might not get a sequel. It might. I mean, odds are it probably will. But it probably depends how well Mass Effect does.
Yeah, Mass Effect has got 1, 2, 3, Andromeda, new one at some point apparently. So I'm sure we'll get one because like the between like Dragon Age 1 and 2 and all the other names it had, there wasn't. I don't think it was 10 years between them, but this was like literally to the month 10 years.
No, yeah.
Between Inquisition and this one, because I keep getting back in the day, and I'm like writing about Inquisition, like, oh my god, blah blah blah, and it's like exactly 10 years to the month that I was playing Inquisition, which is mental to think about.
Tell you what, I found the other day, Anna. You know, Dragon Age Origins. Between Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2, I'm sure I read this somewhere. 18 months.
Yeah, see, it's
That's
not a lot
bonkers,
at all.
isn't it?
At
It's
all,
like,
18
how do you
months
make
is
a
mental.
second game in 18 months? That seems insane.
But
To make a whole new game.
They were again. It was a bit more like this. Like, yes, I hate linear games, but these are linear. But they make where you are very vast and very like. There's lots of things to look at, and there's lots of things to do, and just going around a corner, you're like, what's that? Let me go and have a look. So, and like there's puzzles that you don't even have to do, but I went and did them anyway because I wanted the chest that was in the middle. You don't even have to do them. There's no mission for them. But I saw a chest. I was like, I want you. And then I went around and did all the puzzles. So yeah, I wasn't just doing missions. I was doing puzzles that sometimes are a head scratcher. You're like, where? How? Why? And especially with the crystals and the lights. That oh gosh. That caused me some issues. But I have finished Dragon Age. I'm sad, but I am like happy that I have actually finished it. I don't really finish games. I just don't.
That's true. You don't these days, which seems
no,
odd
they
because
don't
you were the
grab
finisher
me.
of games.
But this did. Like I finished like I don't know, off the top of my head, Guides of the Galaxy. No, Heroes of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy. I finished that. I finished all the Uncharted. I finished Dragon Age, but I don't finish like I haven't finished the second Horizon. They're just too big. Whereas this, yes, there was multiple places and it took me 92 hours, but I finished it, and I'm very happy.
It's nowhere near the scale, is it? It's not the same size at all.
And I'm happy I finished it. There were some sad bits, and I was sad and not happy, but it was a choice I had to make, and I didn't know I was making it until things happened, and I was like,
it happened.
oh,
yeah,
that was mean. But I went after I finished it. I went and looked, and I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, you can lose everybody.
What?
Yeah, you can lose every single person in your party. Right at the end, it will only be you left. So
how?
I didn't do that.
Not how, but I'm thinking like
how,
as in like no, I mean like, do you mean because you go out in with 2 people in your party?
Yeah.
Or do you mean the entire like 7 of your party?
You can lose every single person.
Right, so it's not just the 2 that you're out on a mission with. It's the entire
everybody.
lot, right?
You can.
That's what I was wondering. That's all.
I was like, because obviously there's multiple endings. I was like, and let's see how, and I was gobsmacked, and I was like, goodness me, I'm so glad I didn't go that way. But you have to have everything like on point. So I think I got the best ending that I got. I think was the best ending, because that's how I roll. I don't want to not do something, but yeah, did it. Happy. Waiting now for Friday for Indiana Jones. Already pre-installed it. Just need to buy the £34 pass. I'll do that later, and away we go with that adventure. At the moment, for some reason, I don't know why, my brain is just braining. I installed Far Cry 3. I don't know why. My brain wanted to play Far Cry 3. So I literally started Far Cry 3 from the start. I'm literally like half an hour in. I've just gone and killed 2 boars. And I don't know why. My brain was just like Far Cry 3, Far Cry 3, Far Cry 3. So there we go. I'm doing that for a couple of hours. But it won't be like a massive like game fun with that. It's just my brain was pickling and just wanted to play that for some reason. I like the song at the start as well, where it goes, "Get my money." So where you like, because you fall out of an aeroplane, and there's I just did that, and that's what I'm playing at the moment. But Dragon Age, Everybody go and buy it. Everyone go and play it. It is the greatest
Yes,
game. Kev's going to play it in a week or so.
Yeah, I'm going to get it on my Steam Deck and take
know
it
what?
to the cabin in the woods with me.
I find it insane that game. It's just an absolute dream to run, and it plays. Apparently, it runs flawlessly on a Steam Deck.
That's
And
fine.
that is kudos to them for actually getting that to play like it does, and I've had no issues whatsoever with that game, and getting it to run on a Steam Deck and probably look half decent as well while doing it is yeah, they've got to be commended for that.
And if they could waterproof my Steam Deck for me so I could sit in a hot tub in the woods playing it, that would be even better. I'll see if that can be arranged.
My earphones are not working very well. I can't hear. So if any of you
just as well, I made a silly suggestion that you wouldn't let me do. So
you're not
just as well.
I heard you wanted to sit in the thing, but I've only got you all in one ear, and it's cutting out. But you're not sitting in the hot tub with it, no. But everything is very quiet. But that's it. That's all I've done. I have played and finished and conquered, and everyone who's listening, however many you are, you lovely people, all go and play it. Like, don't be turned off by Metacritic, because I've been on there and people are stupid. Just no, it is like the critics, fine. The
general public, yeah,
they just need to go and have a wash. It's just awful. I went in there and put my score and my opinion, because I have the right opinion. They're awful because it's gone woke and it's done this and it's done that. Like, shut up, get a life. I hate, like, I know Metacritic is there for I don't know what it's there for, but people just need to have a wash or go away.
Have a wash. I don't know
what
means.
else to say. They just need to.
They need to have a wash. You were right the first time. Dirty little swines.
Yeah, but if you read some of them, it's awful. I'm like, what have you like that? They couldn't have played it. Like, I've played it since day one. Came out. I've done 92 hours or whatever. I played it all the way through. These people have played like 2 or 3 hours. Oh, looks like a Pixar for children. The dialogue is all. I'm like, no, it's not. The dialogue and the people that talk, I couldn't fault it. I love everything of it. And then, like, someone's like, oh, my only favourite character was Manfred because he doesn't speak. I was like, that is just, just go away. They shouldn't be allowed to go on there, because that's how these good games just go, well, we're not going to make it anymore. I hate. They can have their opinion, but their opinion is wrong. So yeah,
they can have their opinion as long as they agree with me.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, I've put nearly 100 hours into a game. It is never I don't know, died on me. Like, I've had games, the top end games, that just go, no, not like Spider-Man, no, not working. God of War, no, not working. This game, played it all the way through, not a single problem, nothing.
Well,
I think idiots. Once it slowed down because I don't know what was happening. I think I was going through like a barrier and it jittered. That was it. And I'm like, that's not going to knock my score down to 2 or 3. Just people. But lovely game.
Yeah.
Everyone buy it and play it and enjoy it. Kevin, especially.
I already own it. Well, I don't actually. So I'm going to have to buy it to play it on my Steam Deck, aren't I?
Like, I see like people's screenshots. I'm like, that's not my person. That's not my person. And that I don't know how it is, but I'm like, that's not the same game. And I find it very jarring when I see like their main character. I'm like, oh no, my character's beautiful. Their character, no. I'm like, it's so weird that I can't. I'm like, oh no, how can I like my character? I'm so sad that that I finished with her, but I find it so bizarre. But Kevin will play as a woman with red hair, guaranteed.
And an enormous bottom, biggest bottom it will let me add.
And because the camera's constant behind it, Kevin loves it. And
it's basically how I play these games.
It is. Pat, what have you done? Have you
well, I can
finished
tell you
it?
more. No, I've not finished Dragon Age. I'm 40 hours in, like I said. 40 hours in.
Okay.
Level 42.
Mm-hmm.
A band. You both keep mentioning. I'm sure they're a band off of the 90s.
I just keep saying that, and I keep thinking level 40. Yes, 80s. But I have. I'm trying to think what I have got 2 of my team up to hero level.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Harding and Lucanis are up to hero level now. Without me even trying, really. I don't know how it's happened. Other than just doing the quests that come up. But I'm doing, you said, it worried me, Anna, you said you'd done everything. And you're at 96 hours. Because I'm doing the exact same, more or less.
Uh-huh.
I'm not, when you go into a mission, do you come through the teleporter? And then,
I don't go through crossroads all the time. Good night.
No, you go through because that is a good thing about this game is that when you're in the lighthouse and you go into a mission, there's a button at the bottom that says travel straight to the quest rather than going through the
crossroads.
Through the crossroads and wandering your way through to find the right portal to get to where you need to be. Just takes you there. It's just a very good thing. I like that. It's quick. But do you then wander through the world to get to where you need to be? Because I don't.
Only sometimes if I'm going to the shops and stuff.
Yes.
Only because I like I said before, like if you go to some stores, you can buy like fruit and veg that will up your like defense or attack and stuff like that. So I go and find all of them. But yeah, I don't know why it took me that long. It just games always take me longer.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's just that as soon as I come out of that portal, I'm boom, map open. Where's the closest telepoint to where the objective is? And it's like sometimes missions are deceiving as well, because sometimes missions are just a conversation you have somewhere in the world.
Yes.
And you like, we could have had this here. We didn't need to come all the way out here to have this conversation, and then I've got to go back now. I've got to go back to the lighthouse now and have a chat with somebody else. It's like, okay, fine. But I've wandered the map and unlocked all of these fast travels for a reason now at this point. They are very useful to me. I just ping pong around the map and just get in, get out now at this point. Because we're not really going anywhere new per se. We do occasionally go new. I think is there like is it like Blackthorn Manor or something like that in the underworld place, Necropolis? That is unlocked now for me. I've got to go back there again. So there are like sort of like smaller stages unlocking for me, but the worlds themselves are now pretty much fully explored now, and I'm just kind of bobbing around for each one. Like, I got to the point this week where I'm like, well, I guess I've done everything now. I still do you eventually get to that quest that you couldn't get to, Anna? That side quest that you do, just like wait for this cave to become accessible or something. Did that eventually get there? Because I keep looking at it going, do I need to go back yet? I don't.
You mean at the beach?
Yes, I think it's at the beach somewhere. I just like keep looking every now and again and I go, shall I have a look this time? Because every time I've been, it's like, there's no way I'm getting to where I need to be.
No, just wait. You'll get there.
Right. Okay. So anyway, I did all of the quests pretty much. And I was like, well, I guess I'm just pushing main quest again now then. I push one main quest storyline. And then, boom. Ding, 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 ding. Every single person wants to talk to me. 6 more side quests coming in. I was like, all right, here we go. And then more side quests within side quests. You're like, okay, here we go again. It just filled up immediately again. I'm like, oh, we're doing this, or we're doing this again, or we're just... So, I'm doing all the side quests. I'm trying to... like, say, I'm doing... I'm doing... I don't know. I assume it possibly could be the fact that I found gifts for Hardin and Lucanis. I found, I guess, some other people. Can I find gifts for Nev? I can't find them anywhere. I did a full night just looking around all the shops. I cannot find.
Oh, okay. There is
There
one.
must be somewhere, something somewhere.
I couldn't tell you where it is now.
I can't. I don't know where it is because I'm trying to. Like I say, I'm forever trying to build up the progression with Nev, but
Mm.
I was playing. I only ever use Nev now, but I realized I don't. I found one piece of armor per se for Nev in
Mhm.
the entire game, and that's it.
Oh God.
I'm
Okay.
like, I don't know what to do now. I literally, like I say, once I realized I haven't found a gift for her yet, and then I realized I haven't got any armor for her in any shops anywhere. I've not been able to buy any. So I went round every single place, went round every single vendor, upgraded as many vendors as much as I could
Mm.
because you can upgrade them and unlock things.
Yeah.
Nope, nothing in them. I'm like, okay, then I guess she's just wearing this outfit for the game. Then I've not found anything.
Yeah. She was wearing the same outfit for 75%.
Yeah, I've me the same at the minute. Yeah,
And and then it's basically like, yes, this game is linear, but there is off the track everywhere, off the beaten track,
yeah,
in,
absolutely.
out, up, down, like everywhere. So you just have to look for it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I mean, I'll be honest with you.
except for you, everybody else only has a couple of pieces of armor.
Oh, I don't know, Anna. Lucanus, I
Yeah.
found like 6. I'm like,
Oh,
huh?
okay. Yeah, well,
And
that's
then
not a lot, is it? That's not compared
oh
to
no, not
you.
compared to you, but no, compared to Nev, who's got 1. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, it's a bit
Yeah.
unevenness, and the fact of the matter is, and then you become hero status, and you get a cool piece of armor anyway. You're like, I'm never going to use these anyways. It doesn't matter. I just kind of was like, okay, it's fine. But I just keep thinking, I don't know when this. Like I say, I'm not the only person I'm really using consistently is Nev, and I'm thinking at some point Nev's hero quest line will come up. I'm sure because it's got to. They all
Ash
will
is good
eventually.
though. She's really good. I like
Yes.
her. I'm not going to say I like her power. That really does pack a punch. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do like a lot of the characters.
Mm.
Yeah, I've been doing that. Like I say, I spent an evening just shopping. I found I forgot there's a shop in the Crossroads because I don't go to the Crossroads anymore. I just
No.
ping pong around. I was like, oh, there is a shop in the Crossroads. I found 2 outfits for Nev in the Crossroads. Not as good as what she's wearing. So I was like, never mind then. Scrap it. It doesn't matter. Just 2 green pieces, green
Yeah.
armors. I was like, never mind. I'm never going to use these. But at least they're there. I bought them anyway just because I was like, sod it.
You wanted them.
Yeah, I was like, just because.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've continued to chip away at this and play it. And even when I'm trying to play things for the show, I look through my list of games that I've got recently and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to play anything else right now.
No.
This is the thing. I don't want to be playing other things right now. If I'm going to play a story based like game, this is the one I want to play because I want to finish it. I mean, I was off work last week, and my hope was to finish multiple games. I finished no games. To reasons we'll
I
get onto
remember
in a
them
minute.
days.
We'll get
Yeah.
onto that in a minute. But there's reasons I didn't finish any games. I was hoping to finish 3 games maybe last week. Didn't do it, Dim. But it is what it is. Realistically, I'll probably maybe finish 2 of those games now.
Is it because you were chasing a turkey down the street? Is that why you didn't finish your games?
No.
Arguing with the postman about your turkey?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I'll tell you why I didn't do that, because I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6 all most of the week.
For goodness sake, you've become a meathead.
I'm now.
Leave
It
me
was
alone.
this weekend that just passed, which would have been what the Black Friday, Thanksgiving weekend, however it is in America. It was double XP weekend, so I had to I was like, well, now's the time to do it. So now I am prestige level nearly 40, which is bonkers, really, because I only prestige Sunday, I want to say, Saturday or Sunday. And now I'm level 40. And I don't prestige games, not anymore. Not since, like I say, Modern Warfare. The original Modern Warfare, what, 2008-ish. Yeah, I'm just enjoying my time with it and just trying to just play the multiplayer. It's not too taxing to say. It's just a few games, of an evening. I play maybe an hour of an evening. But yeah, it's been fun to work my way back through it. When you prestige, you go back to level 1. You're like in prestige level 1 then at this point, and all of your unlocks are now locked again. All your perks, all your wild cards, all of your guns are now back to level 1. So you start off with a basic gun again. Apart from you keep the guns that you unlock in the battle pass. Unfortunately for me, I was using a gun that was in the battle pass to begin with, so nothing's really changed in that sense for me. But when you do prestige, you get an unlock token, a permanent unlock token when you prestige, which lets you unlock anything in the game. One thing in the game, whether it be a gun, an attachment, a perk, a tactical item, a wild card, a skin for a gun, whatever you want it to be. It can be anything you want. Why you would just unlock a skin for a gun is bonkers. So what I opted for was a wild card, which I can't remember what it is. I think it's called Greed. I think it is. It's like I looked on the videos and like, what's the best thing to go with? Because I was going to go with the Gunfighter wild card, which allows you to put. Is it Gunfighter? I think it is. It allows you to put 8 attachments on your gun rather than the standard 5, which I was using previously because I thought that was a good thing to have. But I opted for the Greed wildcard because Greed allows you to have an extra perk. So then you have 4 perks instead of 3 perks. But then you also, if you have the same color, it's really hard to explain it if you don't know him, but people who know, if you have the same color of perk, there's like 3 different types of perks, like red, green, and blue, I think. If you have 3 of the same, you then get like a bonus, like ability, sort of like a passive ability. And mine have been all green. It's a strategist class, pretty much as it is. But then it allows you to have another perk, which can be in any color you want. You can pick whichever one you want because you only need to have 3 of the same color to get the strategist ability. So I've now got an extra ability, which is I think I'm currently using Bankroll, which is a red ability, but it's it allows me, it gives you 150 score streak before you even load into each time you load. So my score streaks then come down, so it allows me to get the UAVs or the RCXDs, which are the remote control cars, or basically my scanners and anything like that. It basically lets me get to my score streaks faster, and I need that because I'm not very good at the game. So me getting massive score streaks never happens. So it's pointless me getting the attack helicopter, which is like 1,000 score streak, because I don't get to that. I'd be lucky if I get to 500 score streak. So yeah, I've just been working, like I say, it's double XP weekend, so I've been just powering through it, just working towards getting through to prestige, and then I carried on playing over the weekend and pushed through, and it ran all the way up to like Monday tea time. And I managed to get in from work on Monday and managed to get another 4 levels out, which was bonkers. I didn't expect that, but we did. Yeah, Black Ops 6 continues to be fun, and I will get back to the single player at some point because I've enjoyed the single player. I enjoyed the 4 hours I played a single player. It was fun. So I probably will go and do that at some point. What else have I played? I tell you what I did do. I went back and had a look at Star Wars Outlaws. Because they had a massive patch and sort of a re-release. Yeah, they changed a lot of things in it. I didn't see anything of that, but they've changed a lot of things in it. They've improved like the actual performance of the game. They've improved like the stealth stuff is overhauled like completely. The way quests can be done has changed slightly. It's like a massive overhaul of the game and kind of reworked it based on like fan feedback and whatever you had to do a saying in the video. So I was interested to get back into it, and as soon as I loaded it in, I was like, "Oh, this is a cool game. This looks amazing. It seems pretty good for what it is."
Yeah, what I've seen, it says They reduced stealth requirements for almost the entire game, improved enemy AI and detection, improved facial expressions and animations, make it easier to see if enemies can see you, and give players more options for handling stealth encounters. So there's a bunch of, because there was a lot of stealth in the game, I must admit, and I got. It didn't feel like a stealth, like it should be a stealth game, but there was a lot of stealth. But so now they've reduced that. It might be a game I go back to after Indie, and try it again, because I do like the Star Wars games. Like, I love the, what are they called, Survivor ones. I love them. I couldn't fault
Jedi
them.
Survivor. Yeah.
But yeah,
I'd agree. Like I say, I went back to it and then proceeded to, like, I didn't understand what it wanted me to do. When I joined mid quest sort of thing for what I was doing last time, and I was like, okay, I kind of figured out what I needed to do, and then it became apparent I didn't realize I wasn't doing what I needed to do, and I needed key cards, and then I had to go and find these key cards. Could I find the key cards? No. I found a key card, then I needed 2 key cards. I was like, okay. And then I found a intel for a chest under a waterfall. I was like, okay, great. Went to that waterfall, and it said, oh no, I've moved it.
Yeah.
Thank God that I've moved it to this farm. I then proceeded to spend half an hour wandering around this farm trying to find this jet. I was like, I haven't got time for this. I'm not doing this. I looked around in this circle on the map. It's like, there, it's in this area here. No, it ain't. If it is, I can't find it. I've walked every inch of it. I don't know what I'm meant to be looking for. So I just gave up in it. I was like, what am I doing? I'm doing a random intel. It's probably for something that's going to give me 20 credits out of a chest. I was like, I don't care. But it's like, the part of me is like, got to get it though. You got to get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like you said, Anna, I did the same in Dragon Age, where it's like, I see a chest, I get a chest.
Yeah.
For the first time last week, I did walk away from a chest because I just didn't. Well, it was in a quest. There's a quest where you first meet the second god.
Oh gosh, yes.
Is it where you first meet the second god? I think it is. I think it is. Where you have to dress up, and you have to be in disguise. And there's a chest there, and I can see the chest.
Yep.
And it's behind a door, and
Yeah.
you have to push them statues around and line them up in a certain direction. And I was like, but I don't. There's no explaining which angle you want me to point these statues in. And I was like, I was like, it's clearly there somewhere, but I cannot figure it out. And I spent 10 minutes just pushing these statues in certain directions to point in certain directions, think open, it randomly work. It didn't. And I just invented. It was like, I was like, we're just going to carry on, because realistically, it's just going to be some crap I'm going to sell anyway, or a green armor that I'm not going to use anymore. So I'm not bothered. It's not worth my time in the end. And I walked away from it. That's the first one I've walked away from in that game. I have other than that, I've been quite resilient and, kind of got my head down and just trying to figure these out. But I was just like, I don't know. I legitimately didn't know what it wanted me to do. Without the clue context to which, normally, like, there's like a statue stood up somewhere, all looking at each other, or looking in certain directions. I couldn't find. I found one statue looking a certain way. I was like, but where's the other two then? I was like, oh, never mind. I'm just going to walk away from it. So I just did in the end. Also, that's for kind of a context to how far I'm into that game, Anna.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the last main quest I did. I'd like to say I feel like I'm probably 2/3 of the way through there at least. I'd guess, based on that storyline.
Yeah.
But the way things are ramping up, I feel like that's the way it's going. Anyway, what else have I played then? Oh, I've been back. I've played Helldivers again.
Okay.
One of my friends on Discord had got it in the Steam sale. I mean, Steam sale's finished now, but the autumn Steam sale happened like the end of November to December 4th. The autumn Steam sale. So he picked up Helldivers, and the crew that realistically played regularly when it came out kind of got back together for it, and we kind of like power leveled him a little bit, just because obviously we come in and we do it on level 7 difficulty out of 10, and this is how it's done, sort of thing. And we kind of just carried him through these levels. He died a lot, but then it's how it is. It's probably a bit overwhelming for him, but he had a good time. And then yesterday, I got a message off one of them saying, "You want to come? Are you coming on?" And I was like, "I've just started a quest in Dragon Age." I was like, "Right, okay, give me 5 minutes. I'm just wrapping it up. Let me just finish what I'm doing, and I'll come on." I did it. I would you do like a campaign. A campaign's like pretty much free missions in a campaign.
Mm-hmm.
We did it all. They told me just at the end of the last mission that it was that level 10 difficulty, that, and there's like an achievement for playing all of each of the difficulties, and none of them had done level 10 difficulty yet, and they didn't tell me that because they knew full well I wouldn't have done it. Because I would have been like, no, I'm not doing that because it's just stressful.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that bad. It wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. I felt relatively easy compared to some quests.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just because we're higher level now and we're more experienced in what the game is. But yeah, we did a full free mission campaign on level 10 difficulty, which is let's say the hardest one apparently. And yeah, it was all right. It was quite fun. It was like I say, we knew what we're doing now. That's the thing. The missions haven't changed in the game since launch. Realistically, we know what types of missions there are. We know what we need to do. We just the level layouts change and whatever.
People are loving the game, though, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a good little
I mean,
game.
it probably be in my top 5, I guess. I expect it probably will be because I've put probably 70 hours into that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's 70 hours. So it's one of them that I've enjoyed thoroughly throughout the months. And like I say, it's just fun to every now and again just go back. I mean, they was playing at the week. They were playing at the weekend, and I was like, they said, "Are you coming on?" I was like, "Double XP weekend? Are you? No. It's double XP weekend. I've got to be cracking on with me Call of Duty." I did play some at the weekend, but yeah. And the last thing I'm going to bring up is a mobile game, which I've been playing for a couple of months now, consistently. And you're going to think, why haven't you been bringing this up then? Because I wanted to get to grips with it, sort of thing, as to what it is.
You wanted to get so far ahead of us that we couldn't catch you up on it. I see.
No, it's not. No, it's not like that. Realistically, it is a. So I do like me Wordle every day. I have like daily things that I do every day, like little mini games. So I do like the Wordle, and I'll do me Pokemon Go. I'll spin a Pokestop or whatever, and I'll do my Pokemon Marvel Snap game, and like I say, the Pokemon TCG. I'll open the 2 packs that I get, which open roughly at the same time every day. And I do a game called Coffee Golf, which does have like a whole series of it feels like free to play. There's free to play elements of level progression. Like, I'm trying to think of a game now. Maybe something like Candy Crush, where it's just they feel like it's just a never-ending level of tiny golf courses. Like, they're more you know what I mean? They're like little isometric. You top down looking at the course, and you just kind of pull your finger back on the stick on the screen, and you kind of shows a line as to where the ball's going to go, and you fire it off. And so it's like little golf levels, and this single player stuff is you have however many. I think more often than not, it's you have a number of shots to do it in. You have 10 shots to get all these 5 holes or whatever it is, and if you don't, you lose your life, and then you can spend some currency to get another life, another retry, or you lose your streak or whatever it is, and that's that. But I've been doing there is one mode which is just it's the kind of like a Wordle kind of thing. It's every single day there's a new it's called the daily one, the daily classic, and it's the same sort of format, but every single day you finish it, and it shows you say like it tells you like you earn some currency for doing it, and depending on how well you do, it depends how much currency you get. So if you just finish in a certain number, say you finished in 15, you might get 10 credits. If you finish it in 10, you might come up and say top 50%, and you still get 10 credits. So if it says top 25%, you get an extra certain number of credits. And then recently I got a top 1%. I was like, oh, I've never seen that before. I did it particularly well that day. But it shows it like almost like a calendar. When you finish it, it shows it like if it shows up like there's like a calendar like looking icons on the screen, and if it's blue, you've finished it, and that's your level. If it's yellow or gold, you've finished in like the top 5% or higher on that day. And then if it's grayed out, you've missed a day. And then that's the bit that's like I don't want to miss a day. But anyway, I just like doing the daily. That is the one thing I do. I don't really engage in the single player stuff or any of the multiplayer stuff. I don't engage in any of it. But I do the daily classic every single day. And it's just a fun little mini golf kind of game that is I play it for no more than 5 minutes a day, and that is it. I don't play, like I said, don't engage in the single player stuff. But yeah, I wholly endorse the daily one because it's a little bit like the Wordle sort of thing, where I want to keep that calendar on the screen to be filled in, and I do it every single day. I missed it in. I tell you what, I think I've been playing it for longer than 2 months because I missed days when we were in Disney.
No.
And I was
Sloppy.
devastated.
Very sloppy.
I was devastated. I was like, oh, I've had a full month for this, and I've missed a day. I couldn't believe it. I think it was when we were Euro tunneling one day. I think it must have been one of those days. But yeah, I do enjoy that one. It's one of the few games that I have on the phone now. And do you class Pokemon TCG as a game? It probably is a game, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I still play that every day, so I have played other games, but there's nothing new to really talk about in it.
I don't play. I don't do any. I don't engage in any of the playing of the game. I just open the packs and then close it again.
Why are you doing that then?
Just because.
For what purpose?
Because they're giving me 2 free packs a day. Why wouldn't I open them? So I literally open it, get me 2 packs, do my chance whatever ones they are, the ones that I never get the card that I want out of. The top right one it worked initially, Kev. I was like, fair play, I've got to give it to him. That top right all the time. It hasn't worked in a while. The Wonder Picks are being done over on them now, and same with the Charizard packs. The Charizard packs are a waste of time now. I'm giving up on the Charizard packs, but
controversial stuff.
I know I'm backing on the Mewtwo packs when I got a 1 card the other day that I hadn't got. First time I had in ages. It's exciting things. I'm on like I think 196. I want to say. Which is not.
I am. Hold on. I have got 200 and something.
Yeah, I think there's 220 something in the actual
I'm
full.
on. Why would it not show? I can't even remember how you find out.
So you open your thing, and then you've got to switch that little thing at the top as well. The little swipe at the top as well, which shows you the entire thing.
Oh yeah, I see. 219 of 226 I've got, so I'm nearly there.
So you've got a lot. Yeah, you've nearly done, which is good.
And then the next series comes out in January, I think. So these packs will be gone, and then it'll be a whole new set of Pokemon.
And then you're down to trading. Yeah, hopefully when trading comes out, you'll be able to get the rest. So, yeah. Other than that, anything else? No, that is it for me.
Well, in that case, we will wrap things up there, boys and girls. If you would like to pester us on the internet, you can do that at Mgukpodcast, or you can follow me at Lelujo.
I'm at Miss Lelujo.
And I'm at Pab1986.
And we will see you next week, boys and girls.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, folks.
Bye.